Hello, viewers. Welcome to another episode of Cricketgraph Candid Chat show. Guys, normally we interact with cricket players, the coaches, the trainers, the physiotherapists. But today we have someone who makes the game possible to play. We are pleased to welcome Mr. Prashant Rao, the Chief Curator at the famous Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bangalore to our show. Welcome, Prashantji.
Thank you.
And to mention that he's a level 1 BCCI 1 curator, just adds to repertoire the different type of skills he's having in the preparation of the 22 yards, which makes the game possible. Prashant, we talk about the profession of curation, and it will be very interesting to chat with you because this is something first time we'll be interacting with the personality who actually works behind the curtain, but carries the responsibility of, just making things possible for a cricket game. So I'll start with your personal profile, Prashant. Did you play cricket ever at any level?
Yeah, I did play for a long time, but not significantly. Yeah, I have played the Karnataka state in the junior cricket. I have represented Karnataka in the junior cricket. I have played university cricket. I have played the club cricket for about 25 years. And basically, I'm a cricketer to know.
So was it this passion of cricket which you played at certain junior levels that made you to adhere to this profession, or was it just a matter of virtue of destiny that you became a pitch creator?
Very frankly, it's a matter of destiny to have been in this profession. It was not definitely my wish to become a curator. It was by accident or by somebody's identification I became a curator, and now I'm a professional in this.
So to become a professional, which you are, so you must have carried out through certain courses, maybe some examination which board calls for. So can you please brief up how to become a professional in a pitch curation?
See, basically, even to take up the courses what BCCI conducts, you will have to put in some years as in this job or profession to understand the subject, and you will have to put in at some level, maybe the grounds which host junior games, maybe the grounds which host college games, school games. You will have to work there for a couple of years, understand the nitty-gritties of the trade, and then you become an eligible candidate to attend the courses and carry on for the next level.
So once you are a pitch curator, what is this profile of pitch curation all about? Say to a layman, if I have to brief him, I might be using the words that doing gardening for the 22 yards so that guys can come tomorrow and play. But what's this all profession of curation all about?
This is a very, very interesting profession, no doubt. At the same time, it needs it definitely needs a amount of precision also. See, at any point of time, this is the land or this is the place where a ball lands and where there is a batsman to play that. So absolutely, it has to be a very level land, and which you have to almost do it manually. Manually in the sense use of rollers, of course, but still you will have to, there's no big technology. Things which demands the precision work. So curation in the last, curation of pitches has been there since ever the game has evolved or have started. But now in the last couple of decades, this profession is gaining more grounds, it is gaining more momentum, it is gaining more recognition. Having said all this, it is becoming more competitive, the demands of the curation is more high. There is no margin of errors in this. The margin of error has come down. The perfection has been in much demand. So the nitty-gritties of the trade are growing very high.
That's really the words you are putting up, that now it is getting more commercialized as a profile, because earlier, yes, the main advent was that how the players are playing. Nobody really looked into the matter that how the 22 yards was prepared. But as you told that in the last 2 decades, it has gained some commerciality, right?
Not
Prashant, what's
exactly,
the
not exactly commerciality. See, not exactly that. What I was trying to put forward was the perfection or the demands of a pitch, what ideal pitch should be there, is being sought of by the cricketing world from a curator. See, whether it is a 5-day game, it's a ODI match, or a T20 game, different formats of the game requires different conditions of the wicket. It demands a different conditions of the wicket, so which has to be delivered by a curator.
curator? What's a good pitch? There may be several definitions to this term, a good pitch. But frankly speaking, as a curator, as a parent of that 22 yards, what do you call a good pitch?
See, in my opinion, rather it is the opinion of the cricketing world, the players, the officials, the fans, the administrators, or whoever the stakeholders involved, and particularly comes into the fans. A good pitch is a pitch which gives sufficient assistance to exhibit all skills of the game, be it batting, be it fast bowling, be a spinner. He should be able to get some benefit out of the pitch. So that becomes a good pitch for a multiple day game. When we talk a pitch, when we talk about a pitch, as a curator, you can speak to any of the curators across the world. The first thing which hits him is the 5-day pitch, the test pitch. So in all the sense, what a pitch means, it's a 5-day test pitch, because it's a test of skills even for the curator.
Curator. That's true. Well, over the period of time, Prashant, we have seen the game has regenerated the form of T20, the IPL, TNPL also happens at Chinnaswamy. So what affect that mode of
TNPL doesn't happen at Chinnaswamy. It happens in Chennai.
It happens in Chennai. Yeah. Thanks for correcting that. But I was intent to ask in a way that how that advent of short format of game has brought some effect on the way the pitch has to be prepared.
Yeah. See, definitely the advent of T20s. It's a short burst game. It's really a short burst game where the curator should be able to produce such a track, or the demand from a curator is to produce such a track where the abilities are, again, all the abilities of the game are seen across within that short stint of 40 overs. So that's even more challenging.
Yeah, it is challenging, but we have seen one trend of late, Prashant, that in a short format game, say T20, the main intent is being just won the toss and go for chase, irrespective of the nature of the wicket. So does it really rule out the nature of the wicket which has been prepared by the curator? It's a mindset coming up that irrespective of nature of the wicket, you have to chase only.
Not really. See, chasing and setting are two things which are detrimental to the teams, the capacity, the strength of the teams. But in general, that has been caught up as a trend. Maybe the only factor which can be counted upon is the pitch will not change through entire match. Whereas if you play on a day game, you will have to start playing through the sun. So the wicket starts getting drier and drier as and when the time goes. Whereas the T20s are played at nights, the evaporation parameter is eliminated. But at the same time, there is another parameter which gets included is the dew. So at night, it is the dew which is of a concern, but dew, unlike evaporation, a little amount of dew will help the batters. So that is the trend which has caught up. Otherwise, there's nothing like that.
And when we say a test match is test of the skills of the batsman and bowler. So the test wicket is a test of a curator's ability. So what preparation it takes for a preparation of a 5-day test wicket?
That is the skills. That's a test of skills for the curator. Like the cricketers, like the players. A test is a test for all involved in it. Be the players, be the umpires, be the curators, everybody, they undergo a good skill test. Because, see, the thing is, the test pitch should be able to exhibit, as I told you, all skills of the game. It should facilitate for all skills of the game. It doesn't mean that it is the pitch which made the ball turn. No. At least it should be conducive for the spinner to extract out of it. The rest is the player skills, his abilities. But the pitch should be conducive to do that. So for that, a curator has to think deep down, take the weather parameters, take the soil parameters, and then go ahead and prepare the pitch.
You talked about soil parameters. So going little technical into your profession, what kind of different soils in India particularly, a curator looks forward to prepare different nature of pitches?
See, we have all kinds of soils in India. So India is such a diversified country, be it in cultural way, be it in social way. Geographically, also India is a diversified country. We have tropical forests, we have temperate climates, we have warm weathers, we have all kinds of weather. We have a place where it snows, we have a desert, we have a sea, unlike many landlocked countries. So we are a very diversified geographical country. So we have all kinds of soils. We have forest soils, we have arid soils, we have wood clay, cotton clay soils, we have sandy soil, we have silt, we have all alluvial soil, we have all kinds of soils. But here in India, we do go for a good cricket pitch soil where the moisture holding capacity of that soil has to be good. At the same time, it should also give away the moisture content in a course of time, so that the wicket decently deteriorates and becomes conducive for spinners. So that's the most tricky part, and that's the best skills a curator can acquire.
That's rightly put up, Prashant. If with so many games happening every now and then, the aggregate of game on the pitch has increased at any level, how challenging it is for you as a curator and your team to maintain the quality of the pitch? You might prepare a pitch for today's game. Tomorrow there may be another game happening around the corner. So how difficult, how challenging it is for you as a curator to maintain the quality of the pitch?
See, I'll put it this way. In India or across the world, maybe, the players play so much of cricket. A reputed player plays so much of cricket. He has to play test cricket, he has to play ODI cricket, he has to play T20s, he has to play IPLs, he has to play Ranji trophies. Throughout the year, he will be busy. How he'll have to maintain himself? He will have to have good food. He will have to have good rest. He will have to have good exercises. He will have to have good stable mind, and then good practice. Keep himself fit to play all the formats of the game. Get engaged in all formats all through the season. Likewise, we also keep our pitches intact, healthy, nourished, so that it lasts the entire season, and it has to be given good rest before you start the season. And of course, the number of pitches on the square, on the pitch square, and the size of the ground will help us in preparing many pitches, giving rest to the pitches which are played upon, be good enough for the next game.
Well, Prashant, you as a person coming from a different background, ended up becoming a chief curator. What's the future plan Prashant Rao carries now from here onwards?
No plans. I've never done any such plans throughout my life. So take it as I told you, it is by accident I became this. By accident, something else may happen. So there's absolutely no plans.
Well, we have a one fan-based question, Prashant, for you. That what's the best ever pitch you have prepared in your career if you look back at Chinnaswamy?
Not really. See, all pitches which we have prepared will give some amount of satisfaction. There will be a lot of pluses and minuses in every pitch we prepare. Every pitch we prepare will give us some pluses, some minuses. I don't remember as such the best pitch we have prepared and all that. But many of the pitches we have prepared for big games have come up good. See, one pitch which we remember was the 2016 World Cup, India versus Bangladesh. It was an exciting game where India finished winning. So that pitch will always be remembered by me as a profession. That has given good match.
That match really took out the nerves out of everyone.
Yeah.
Well, Prashant, by talking to you, I can, if I'm not wrong, if I put it your profession this way, that there may be aggregate of games happening every now and then, and everybody is at stake for their performance. A player is prone to failure at some point, maybe because of law of averages, but a curator can never fail. So the challenge is little big for a curator, isn't it?
Definitely. Nobody can fail in any profession. See, that's the call of the day. But definitely, as humans are to err, every one of us will err at some point of the time. And yes, we have to come out of it, face the world, think better, analyze yourself, accept the mistakes. That's the biggest thing which any human, any curator, any professional can do. Accept it, try not to repeat it, come out of it. And it's challenging, but accepting the mistake is always a way ahead in this profession. So it allows us to think.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prashant, for joining us. It was such an exciting talk to learn about the criticality and the depth of that 22 yards. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Same here. Thank you so much.